Hello Marvel Rivals friends and fans, we're going to bring you another Today in Marvel Rivals, keeping you up to date with everything that's going on within the community. The launch went well, role queue is becoming a bit of an issue. No, you're doing it wrong when it comes to Jeff's Ultimate, Fantastic Four logo appears in a trailer, free skins and Twitch drops, and much more. Let's get into it. Over the next 3 days, you're going to see what I can offer when it comes to new types of content, not just news and information. So please consider hitting the subscribe button. A lot of you that watch the content aren't subscribed, and now that I've handed in my notice at work and need the support, please support the channel with a subscription. And yes, see what happens in this next 12 months of what I can achieve and what I can put out for you. And give a like for the Marvel Christmas jumper sported on screen. Let's start today's show with this footage right here of Doctor Strange falling through portals multiple times. This is familiar, isn't it?
I have been falling for 30 minutes!
Also, for those that haven't seen the trailer, there is a very special tease for Season 0 which was put out yesterday, last night for me, of course very early hours of the morning for other countries and wherever you are in your time zones. You can see the Fantastic Four logo, which I did miss off in my video, but I did make a pinned comment to say, it's there, Fantastic Four coming soon, which would work very well to the story. And if NetEase are being inspired by Marvel Comics, then it's definitely a good tie-in of all tie-ins to be with Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four. The relationship and dynamic between Sue Storm, and of course if you haven't seen what Doctor Doom did in Secret Wars, well, he was a very naughty boy, which of course in this confine of this story, and Marvel Rivals, he's a very naughty boy as well, including the other one, not just the standard Doctor Doom, but the Doctor Doom 2099. And yes, will we see God Emperor Doom? Now, what of the launch? The launch went incredibly well for the game, achieving the #1 spot for top sellers as a free-to-play game. Absolutely incredible. The game at one time had 440,000 current players, and it peaked at 444,000, which is absolutely amazing and well done to NetEase. But moreover, well done to the community and you all watching this video and supporting in a community, because this game could have potential to be a long-standing game, and I hope that it is. Also, for those looking for a resolution to the X12 DirectX issue, Marvel Rivals have said to resolve this issue, please update your Windows 10 64-bit operating system to version 1909 or later, and make sure your graphics card is up to date. Additionally, verify that your graphics card meets the minimum requirements, of course, which includes GTX 1060 or AMD RX 580. There's also a resolution to the issue of trying to make purchases via Steam. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. Finishing up our overview of the performance, the game did really well on Twitch. At the point of getting this video recorded, which is on my lunch break, I do see that it's at close to 80k viewers. When I woke up this morning before work, I noticed that it was close to 112,000 concurrent viewers. What this will mean for what was live overnight, that's another question. I'm really excited to see what peak time and especially the future for the game when it comes to viewership and also you, the community, supporting the game. And as a launch gift, if you put in this code that's on screen right now, NWARH4K3XQY, you'll receive yourself the Iron Man Armor Model 42, which is great, but there's also more, especially if you get involved with Twitch. Marvel Rivals Twitch drops lasts until the 31st of December, which is an amazing long time. Other games run a shorter period, but at least this allows you over the Christmas break and holiday to have a little bit of time to play, but also have time to watch a live stream. Watching for 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours or 4 hours gives different levels of things to you. That main thing being getting that Will of Galacta costume for Magneto. I'll be covering later on how to achieve this and get this, and also how to redeem it. Hey, there might be a little tease for Morbius in the future. Yes, the living vampire has already been teased in game, but we have seen it in trailer form. Now we have it more in game, sort of. This could be clutching at straws, so take it with a pinch of salt. Khonshu asks curiously, what do you know of vampires? That they suck, says Spectre. Responds with a chuckle, and that Dracula owes me money. Haha, very funny. For those that have seen the cinematic trailer, you'll know that we already talked about this on the channel a long time ago, where Morbius looks to be teased to the community. Be indeed a little bit of a confirmation of things to come. Well, there's a lot of characters on the way, so look out. Something that seems to have happened over the last few hours has been the discourse about role queue. If you take yourselves to opinionated places like X, aka Twitter, then you'll definitely see a lot of this discussion. But there is one clear thing that the developer is being quite adamant on: that there are no plans for the role queue. The belief is that it defeats a lot of the core design principles of the game. I personally believe this is not a problem at the moment. However, I think it will be a problem further down the line. Largely when you're trying to set up a team and having an equal balance, or at least a good spread, including those that demand heals, and we've seen some very funny things around that. I'm sure this will be something the developer will have to consider, at least in some sort of type of mode, because this could be important for tournaments, it could be less so important in other areas. Would a new mode need to be made that specifically demands a role queue? What do you think about the state of role queue, and will this be something down the line you think that could be a problem? Have your thoughts in the comments. And our final bit of coverage is about "You're Jeffing It Wrong." This ultimate right here of Jeff grabbing enemies, going to the edge of the map and falling off of it. Why did this person do this? Are we Jeffing it wrong? Well, the answer is yes, and the answer is no. Grabbing a bunch of different characters, like here, sucking them in, chewing them up, and going to the edge, you can do this, which saves yourself any bother and defeats all those enemies. So effectively sacrificing yourself seems a bit pointless. Although you can actually counter this, so would you take the risk when it comes to taking the sacrificing yourself approach? It actually brings to light something that I posted a while ago. This right here. This is from a short that I posted a long time ago, where I was spat out there and I was going to go out, but I used Thor to come back in again. If you see this still right here, I'm the other side of that statued plant thing. So surviving was the main thing. Swinging back in, hey, that was possible. I countered Jeff. And character playstyles are going to be very personable to everybody. Doing something like this and sacrificing yourself is a personal preference, and it does bring to mind that old saying that we know so true.
60% of the time, it works every time.
So let me know in the comments, is there a right way or a wrong way when it comes to this ultimate, especially if you can counter it, which of course we didn't see people countering it, so yes, thoughts in the comments. And that was your 6th of December edition of Today in Marvel Rivals. Of course, I tried to get information as quickly as I can, but being in a different time zone, it is very difficult when the game goes live at midnight, and as well, new information drops anything between 1 to 3 AM. And of course, I do work as well. So I try and make sure I cover as much as possible, bring you as much information as possible whenever I can. So I massively appreciate everybody that understands, the kind words I see in the comments, which gives me inspiration to improve and of course better myself ongoing. And that is that's all you can hope in this day and age. So I appreciate the positive vibes, looking forward to creating more content, especially a how to get the Twitch drops video later on, and lots of different gameplay guides, as well as top 10s, top 6s, top 5s, and all those lovely things as well. Appreciate you, and I'll see you all in the next Marvel Rivals video.